People always complain about fake content creators, fake influencers, all these type of things, and this is literally, here you have a person giving you real life, honest content. Like, it's not like I'm bragging and boasting about how much I'm winning in life, guys. Like, I'm literally documenting, you know, a very, very hard time in my life. A very hard time. A pivotal time. But it can go both ways. It can go good or it can go bad. Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Had a crazy party last night, reggae festival. Hey! 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 Obviously woke up with a huge hangover, and that's why we are here. We are in the parking lot of the Woods, because the best cure for a hangover is to immediately jump to action, hit that body with some cardio. So I'm gonna do a 5K run, hopefully, and just on an empty stomach, make it happen. And then I'll address some things after the run, because I think it's better that I first actually wake up and I get rid of some toxins and I sweat it out before I let you guys know what I think. Alright, let's get it. Oh man, we did it. Really nice run. I did 6 kilometers in 40 minutes at the average pace of 9 kilometers per hour. You can see that. Nice round numbers there. I'm very happy with that. Whew. Had to get that out of my system first, because I was feeling some type of way this morning. Hold on. Due to some messages, some comments that I read last night. I'm not gonna act like, oh, it doesn't bother me. I read some things that did upset me a little bit that I wanted to address in today's video. So, one of my longtime viewers left a comment. Let me just pull it up so I don't misquote anyone. Let's see. Bilja, who obviously I have known from before, and who I know as a very nice woman, actually. And she wrote, "Sorry that this is becoming a channel for men. I don't know what I'm doing here anymore. I don't get anything you're saying. It all just sounds weird to me. Why would you date 19 or 20-year-olds? You're at a different stage in life. Why do you think being women, And then, yeah, hold on. So that's like the main thing. The first thing I wanted to address was this thing about why would you date a 19 or 20-year-old? I never said that. Like, I literally, you could not have done a more poor job at trying to understand what I was trying to say. And that's why I deliberately, in the beginning of yesterday's video, I put a huge disclaimer out in the beginning, like, I'm gonna try to convey this concept, this idea in my mind. It's not gonna be easy, but bear with me. And I guess I didn't do a good job from my end articulating myself. But what bothers me, and I have to be honest, like, it does bother me, like, you initially you know, you started by saying like, everything you're saying just sounds weird to me. Like it doesn't even make sense. So you're acknowledging that you're not really understanding my train of thought. But then, which is fine, like again, like I have to do better on my end conveying my message. But then you jump to this weird conclusion about me wanting to date 19 or 20-year-olds. So if you don't know what I'm saying, then why would you try and take a statement or conclusion out of that based on something you don't understand? Like, why would you extrapolate this thing that I never said? What I said, to be very clear, was I was talking about when you're a man and you're looking at women in general, of all ages, at some point, at a certain age, you all of a sudden notice that it may be like you're no longer being perceived as an 18-year-old kid looking at another girl. Like all of a sudden you're a 30-year-old guy. Guess what? Yes. Men of all ages look at women of all ages, and at other men for that matter. Like, people look at people. Keyword being looking. You see what I'm saying? Looking, as in like looking at a human, looking at a tree. Like, this does not mean flirting, approaching, dating, like none of that weird, creepy stuff that you just like added to it. And this is what bothers me when people on the internet, like when we want to act, not just people on the internet, when we start acting like human beings don't do human being things. Like a 40-year-old man has never looked at a 20-year-old girl passing by. Again, keyword being look. Like, oh no, like no, people don't do that. Like 50-year-old women don't look at 20-year-old men. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're just getting to this point where it is now frowned upon to just say normal things, basic things. Everything has to have like a negative, creepy undertone to it, an insinuation of bad behavior, which is absolutely not even the case. It's just so silly, and that hurts me, that bothers me, because I pride myself on being unfiltered. I don't even, like half of the time, I don't even watch these videos back because I like the things that I'm recording, because I don't want to edit myself. I want to give you guys like the realest form of me, and that's what I'm trying to do with this channel from day one, and especially now with this August Reset. And it bothers me that just like general honesty about something very silly. It's not even like I said something crazy. Like, we're talking about looking at human beings in the street, looking at women, looking at men, looking at people in general, and all of a sudden I'm at a reggae party. I'm opening my comments, just checking on the last video, and all of a sudden you're confronted with being painted as some creepy ass dude in your comment section, and that bothers me. That does bother me. And then so like it got even worse, because then some weird guy jumped on her and commented something super sexist, like he said some messed up things, and then she replied basically saying like, this is your, these are the type of people. So some guy who has nothing to do with replies to her comments saying like, like, he said something about, that's right, like, why would we date older women? Like, he said some anti-women stuff, like, silly. And then she just goes on to quote and then say like, Lorenz, you can see what kind of people you're attracting now to your channel. You're losing subscribers. It's getting awful. The only people who will be left here are bitter men who are calling women over 20 past their prime and failures. Seriously, is that what you want now, Lorenz? Like, I never said anything about women being past their prime. Like, you're taking some random dude's words in my comments, acting as if I'm aligned with him, as if his statements are mine. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, really? Come on. And like, I'm literally like, I'm out on a Friday night. I didn't even have, like, obviously I immediately banned him from my channel. Like, his content is no longer even there. But it just looks like, yeah, these are the type of people. This is you now. Like, come on, man. It's frustrating because people always complain about fake content creators, fake influencers, all these type of things. And this is literally, here you have a person giving you real life, honest content. Like, it's not like I'm bragging and boasting about how much I'm winning in life, guys. Like, I'm literally documenting, a very, very hard time in my life. A very hard time. A pivotal time. But it can go both ways. It can go good or it can go bad. I'm banking on it to go good. Like, let's make no mistake about it. I am filming this because I am banking on this being my rock bottom 1 year from now, and me being able to look back on this and say, like, look, hey, like, I'm up now, but go check out last year's August. Like, I was messed up. I hope that I've made that clear. Apparently I haven't, because I'm being painted as some type of douchey asshole. When all I'm doing is putting my thoughts, my emotions, my feelings on Front Street for you to see, for you to watch, for you to be inspired by, and most importantly, for you to understand that you're not alone in your struggle. Like, all of us are struggling. It's not just you, and I'm trying to like make you understand that you're not alone with this. And I do feel like I deserve a little bit more respect than this, than being killed in my comment section over things I never said. Quotes from different people being attached to my name. Like, what are we doing? And that's just something that I had to get off my chest. And it's good that this 6K run before this video was essential, because I woke up with a dark feeling, man. Dark energy because of that. Highly defensive, disappointed. And if I would have, like, kudos to cardio, because I'm cleansed now. Like, I got all that bitterness and frustration out of my body. Like, you just sweat it out, Like, look, like, it doesn't get more beautiful than this. Look at this view. Look at this. But, like, I had to get that out before making this video, because otherwise it would have been a video that I would most definitely have ended up regretting. Okay? So, and that's it, man. I think that's the main point I wanted to make today in episode 6 of the August Reset. And I'm going to continue to document this journey, and I'm going to continue to be honest and raw. And like I said, I am counting on being able to look back on this and just be like, you know, look, like that's where I came from, and that's where I am now. Like I am still counting on myself to come out victorious and to turn this thing around, because that's what I'm doing, and this whole series is an essential part of that. All right. So, Billy, as far as you're concerned, water under the bridge. Like for me, I'm good now. I just had to get this off my chest. I hope you don't mind me calling you out by your name, but I feel like it's only fair since that's what we're doing. And I'm not necessarily like I'm right there with everybody else. So if I can get called out, we can do some calling out. But as far as I'm concerned, we're good after this. So, to anybody else watching this, and I know, like, and I've noticed, because you have like YouTube analytics and stuff, and I've noticed that I have like a core of like a couple of hundred people that watch every single minute of these videos, and that's wholeheartedly and honestly who I do it for, like you guys, because I know the people that I'm talking about right now are still listening, and I'm wholeheartedly doing it for you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, you know, for continuing to motivate me and giving me purpose. And I hope, once again, that this video can add something positive to your day. Cardio. Start running, start hiking, start walking in nature. Don't do that next to a busy, like, I see people running often in like traffic. I don't get that. You're taking in exhaust fumes, like you're surrounded by chaos. Go run in nature, go hike in nature. Like it doesn't get better than this. I woke up with a crazy hangover, which I'm not proud of, but it is what it is. And all that is gone now. High on life. All right, guys, that's it. Hope you have an amazing weekend, an amazing Saturday, and I'll be back soon. As always, peace out.